Welcome back to my channel. Let's take a listen at this commentary first.
Let me tell you what really went down at Dior Paris. Meghan Markle just got blacklisted. When Meghan Markle touched down in Paris, she wasn't just visiting, she was staging a return. Her team called it a private fashion trip, but inside Dior's marble offices, staff were already briefed. There would be no meetings, no fittings, and no exceptions. Sources close to the house claim her name had been quietly flagged. A note circulated weeks earlier advising no unscheduled appearances from the Duchess. All inquiries through legal. Still, Meghan arrived confidently, insisting she had an appointment for a couture session, but the list said otherwise. No entry.
Basically, Meghan Markle was, according to this report, she was blocked, banned from future Dior contracts, from future engagement with Dior simply because of what she did. As we know, she was scamming people left and right, including Dior, and they took notice of that when she visited the Paris Fashion Week. Now, I want to actually add few things here in addition to this commentary, and this is coming on Yahoo magazine. They have published this report saying, quote, Meghan Markle has reportedly been asking top labels for free clothes as she plans a public reset. As a result, she is facing backlash from the fashion world. The push has sparked a new nickname from critics who are now calling Meghan Markle, quote-unquote, Duchess of Discounts. Moreover, the move is raising questions about whether major houses want to be linked to her comeback. And major houses includes Dior. Again, coming from Yahoo magazine. Industry insiders say, quote, no one wants to be part of Meghan Markle's PR comeback. Rob Shutter's exclusive report on Substack revealed that Meghan Markle has been trying to convince fashion brands, including Dior, to offer her free clothes. As Markle plans a public reset, quote-unquote, she's been reaching out to every major designer through stylists and PR reps. And quote, the insider added that she has been reaching out to major brands including Chanel, Dior, and Valentino. And all of these people, they are distancing themselves from Meghan Markle having anything to do with them. Now, take a listen at this commentary a little bit more because I think you will find it very interesting.
What was meant to be a private reconnection turned into a polite, silent rejection. Within hours, whispers started circulating through Paris's fashion corridors. Dior turned her away. It wasn't public yet, but in fashion, word travels faster than press releases. People inside the building described the scene as frosted calm. No shouting, no scandal, just formality. Dior's communications lead stepped forward, confirmed there was no appointment, and wished her a pleasant day. For Meghan, it was more than an inconvenience. It was humiliation from the very house she had been chasing for months. Insiders later revealed her team had pitched multiple partnership ideas, everything from an ambassador deal to a modern Diana campaign.
It is not going to work for Meghan Markle with Dior and with other brands for many reasons. I will mention two. Number one is that she is demanding free stuff from all of these big brands, big companies, and they're finding it very awkward to answer to Meghan Markle, whether it is positive or negative. And number two, Meghan Markle, she is not only stealing clothes and stuff, but also she is showing up to places where she is not invited, making these brands impossible to really connect or use her for their advertisements. When you have somebody who is a clear grifter, this goes against their brand policy and all that. Now, the Yahoo magazine, they have also said another insider claimed, quote, that one designer declined. The designer called the request, quote-unquote, a bad look for someone rebuilding her image. The insider said, quote, it's not very regal to go begging for freebies, adding designers don't want to be part of her PR comeback, end quote. A Paris-based fashion insider pointed to Meghan's appearance around Balenciaga. They stated, quote, that was not an invite, that was a request. But then what we have seen? Well, we have seen Meghan Markle popping up without any invitation. she requested an invitation. She didn't get any invitation, but then she will just pop up. What happened exactly in Nigeria? What happened exactly in Colombia? She is repeating those things, those grifting behaviors over and over and over again. And this is why these companies, they do not feel comfortable dealing with her, suggesting, quote, that the outreach came from Meghan Markle's end rather than the brand's. Means Meghan was the one requesting to appear in certain events. It was not the other way around. No company, no brand invited her. Meanwhile, an industry executive said that Markle was, quote unquote, turning couture into a coupon. They added, it shows, quote, she wants back in, but she is willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And they are obviously talking about Meghan's grifting behavior. While fashion gifting is common among high-profile celebrities, insiders say the tone and timing have made some labels wary about Meghan Markle. According to a source, several brands prefer distance while they assess how the public responds to the Duchess's next steps. Additionally, others say they will only engage on strict terms with full control over messaging and visibility. Again, these are all coming from the brands who are now forced to make a statement out in the public about Meghan Markle. Hence, for Meghan, quote, the stakes are clear. Whether major labels collaborate with her or sit it out will determine her next move. Nothing will determine her next move except she and her shameless behavior, because this is how she is rolling. This is how desperate she is right now to make a name for herself in Hollywood and also in the fashion industries.
The receipts surfaced. Leaked communications showing Meghan's outreach to Dior had been ongoing for months. Her final proposal reportedly included a statement comparing herself to Princess Diana's elegance reimagined for a new generation. That was the breaking point.
Yep.
Dior's board didn't want a PR storm. They wanted distance. Behind closed doors, they voted to blacklist her from all pending collaborations,
Wow.
a move later mirrored by several other luxury labels. Then came the twist. As Dior executives tried to keep the matter private, social media lit up with sudden praise for Meghan's Dior style. Influencers repeated the same lines, the same hashtags, all curiously identical.
Yeah,
Dior-
these are most of these online fans that she has, they're bots, they're machine.
Internal investigators traced it back to agencies tied to Meghan's PR network. To Dior, it looked like an attempt to manufacture affiliation after rejection. Within hours, the house released a brief off-record statement to editors across Europe. Dior has no current or planned partnership with the Duchess of Sussex.
And they will not ever have any plan to be with Meghan Markle, to sponsor her, to even come close to her, let alone actually sponsoring Meghan Markle, because this is beyond shamelessness. I don't know how else to put it out there, but Meghan needs to really stop this. And 2026 would be a good year for her to really turn things around and stop grifting, because she's getting noticed. She's getting noticed every single time. Thank you guys for your comments. So leave a comment in the comment section. Lizzie Lopez, I will see you in the next video.